We are very pleased to have as our special guests on the show, first, the Deputy Director of WBIDA, and he's going to tell you what the acronym stands for. His name is David Willard. I've known Dave for a long time. And also, we're really pleased to have the ambassador, Aloha Ambassador of the Year with WBIDA. Inspiring story that he's going to share with us, Jason Esau. Welcome, Jason, and welcome, Dave.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, for those people who are not familiar with WBIDA, tell us what it, I know what it stands for, but can you tell us what it stands for?
Yes, I'm happy to. It's the Waikiki Business Improvement District Association, and we kind of just call it the WBID for short. Yeah. So it's a nonprofit organization that manages a special district in Waikiki, and it's all about just keeping a clean, safe, and attractive place for visitors, residents, workers, everybody that comes down to Waikiki.
Yeah, but the BID, as you mentioned, your nonprofit agency also has a lot of really empowering programs, such as For Safety, the Safe and Sound program. Can you explain to us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. You bring up a good point. It's all about collaboration and partnership with other organizations. One of the programs that you're referring to, the Safe and Sound Waikiki, was launched in, I think it was 2022. Yeah. Through partnership with a lot of other organizations. Visitor Aloha Society of Hawaii, you might be familiar with that. Oh, that outfit.
As a president, I'm very familiar.
The police department, the prosecutor, mayor's office, just a whole bunch of organizations that came together. And now what it's kind of evolved into is an operational group of folks that do street outreach to the chronic homeless, justice involved, mentally ill folks on the street. And the current work takes place with IHS, the Institute of Human Services, and the Waikiki Health Center, and they go out once a week with a doctor and a couple outreach workers, and they just try to connect with people that are stuck on the street. So it's a pretty good organization.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. And Jason, you have an inspiring story to share with us. But before we get to that, how did you get involved with the Aloha Ambassadors? And tell us, our audience, what the Aloha Ambassadors do.
You see the Aloha Ambassadors out in Waikiki, and they have the construction, yellow shirts on, and they're just a visible presence out there. They're doing trash pickup, graffiti removal, pressure washing, hospitality services. The visitors come out and they want to know information. Where can I get breakfast? Which way to Waikiki Beach? And just any number of questions you can ask for, you can imagine. And they're just out there. Outside of the police, there's no other organization that has as many boots on the ground and time on the street as we do on a daily basis.
Yeah, and how many ambassadors, Aloha Ambassadors, do you have?
About 45.
45, that's a lot. Yeah. And Jason, getting back to you, how did you get involved with becoming an Aloha Ambassador?
So I was at a work fellow program, which is in Namaka. It's like a community level for inmates, like ready to make it out in, a step before they get released. So I was just told, like, from one of the guys that was there who was working with these guys, hey, come over here, try to give it a shot. Because I was working as a mover before, but I wasn't really making that 40 hours a week, so I had to look for something else, right? So he was like, hey, come over here, check this out, man. I'll put in a word for you. And I'll snowball from there.
So, in other words, what you're sharing with us right now is, and thank you for doing that. You were a former inmate?
Oh, yes, I was.
Yeah. How long were you in prison?
My first run, I did 5 years. I did my whole 5. I got out in 2011. Did good for about a year. Went back to the same lifestyle and picked up a 20-year charge in 2014. And I did 8, so altogether I did 13, and I'm on parole for 10 more years. So.
Okay, so you were in prison for a total of 14 years?
13 years.
13 years, yeah. And I'm going to just gently talk a little bit more about that, because to see where you were to where you are now, that's inspiring to me. And that's inspiring to a lot of people to see where you have been. If it's not too difficult to ask, and if you don't want to answer, it's fine. Your first 8 years, may I ask what you're in for?
It was a robbery in the first. I picked up a robbery charge on.
That's a rough life, being in prison. And what was that like for you?
While in there, like, I only had time to reflect on, my past, and saw the people I hurt, and, what I mean, especially my family and all this stuff. And I just hated myself, what I mean. I think about that, and I got another young brother who's also in a struggle too. And I was telling myself, what I mean, I'm not there for him. I'm in prison, what I mean, and he's real young. And I told myself, man, I had enough, what I mean. I got to fix myself to be there for him, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And Jason, you just mentioned this sentence, I'm going to fix myself. And you did. And you came from a dark place into a light place. And we're going to be back with Jason Esau and his inspiring story from coming out of the darkness of prison into the light of being named the Aloha Ambassador of the Year right after this.
Good.
Flowers are a wonderful way of brightening up someone's day. At Watanabe Floral, we are focused on sharing the spirit of aloha with your ohana. We are committed to buying from responsible and sustainable farms both locally and from around the globe. We are committed to supporting and helping our community whenever we can. And finally, we are committed to you, as helping you bring happiness is what makes what we do special. Spread happiness and joy with flowers from Watanabe Floral, Hawaii's premier family florist.
We're back, and we are here with the guest, the Deputy Director of WBIDA. It stands for Waikiki Business Improvement District Association, Dave Willard, and also the Aloha Ambassador of the Year, Jason Esau. And he is sharing with us, in case you're just tuning in, about how he turned his life around from being in prison to being named the Aloha Ambassador of the Year. Jason, let's go back to where you were. You said that you spent 13 years in prison. Your first stint was 8 years, and then you were out for a year, and then you went into prison again. What happened the second time?
I just fell back. I mean, I gave up on life. I just gave up on the responsibilities and, all the challenges that came in life. Like, I just took the easy way out, I mean? I just totally gave up, I mean? Again, it's just the drugs, I mean? Being intoxicated, and I'm tired, I mean? Like, tired of this, I mean? I'm going to fix myself and be there for my family, I mean? So, yeah.
Was there a defining moment in your life where you decided, I've had enough? Yes, I've had a rough life, but I'm going to turn my life around. Was there a defining moment?
Yeah, well, my second round in prison, like, I can honestly say that this time around, that prison saved my life. Right before I was incarcerated, I tried to take my life a couple of times, you know what I mean? Didn't want to go out that way, you know what I mean? I just didn't care anymore. Woke up in the hospital a few times, not knowing how I got there, you know what I mean? Getting into street fights, the gangs, and what it got to me is my family, my son, you know what I mean? I wanted to reconnect with him, and I wanted to get back into my little brother's life, you know what I mean? Show him the right way, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't trying to lose another one to the streets.
Yeah. And Dave, you want to share with us from your perspective the program and how it has helped Jason and many others too.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, like Jason alluded to it, but I mean, he's one of many people who've kind of used the program through the Aloha Ambassadors as a place to kind of rebuild their work history, rebuild their life. There's an incredible support system there. As Jason mentioned, there's several of the leaders have, took a similar path that Jason did to get to the program. And so just the accountability and the wisdom and the coaching and the mentorship that happens is incredible.
How did he get chosen? Because you mentioned you have over 40 ambassadors.
I met him just about a year ago, and he was an employee of the quarter at that time.
Employee of the quarter.
Right.
And so he started, you really did start turning your life around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see you smiling too.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think the powerful thing about it is it has to come from within. You can't just do it externally. You got to make the conscious decision to change. And that's what he did. And the supervisors saw through, reliability, showing up on time, ready to go, willing to do anything that he was asked, always looking for greater responsibility, the first one in and the last one out at the end of the day. And just these work traits that in any business you look for in employees.
Exactly.
And Jason just was demonstrating them at every turn. And then recently a supervisor position came
You're a
open.
supervisor.
And he just, they kind of pushed him. He was like, "Hey, you interested in that job?" "Oh, I'm not sure if I'm ready yet." And they just kept leaning on him. He said something to me at lunch a week or so ago. He goes, I didn't feel like I was ready, but I trusted them and I responded to that push, and I'm glad I did, right?
And Jason, I want to commend you for what you have done with your life, coming out of the darkness into the light and getting this amazing award over many people. And I could see in your eyes and sitting next to you how much this means to you. It really means a lot.
Yeah, it does. Like I said, it propels me to do better. I'll keep going, but I'm just grateful and thankful. For second chances and opportunities. You know what I mean? But it means a lot. I'm moving in the right direction. I'm proud of myself. I'm just taking hold of my life in a responsible way. But
Thank you, Jason, for sharing. The name of our show, as you both know, is Inspire You and Me. I want to start off with you, Dave. What inspires you?
Right. Yeah, I just think keeping with the subject of this interview, it's just the work that the Aloha ambassadors do. Jason and the entire team come in every day, whether it's, hot and sunny and raining, and they're pushing carts, they're cleaning up things that you wish you never even saw when you're out there on the street, and taking care of it all day, every day. And then they come in the next day and do it all over again. And it's just a cycle that they go through just to care for the Aina that's out there. And just the way they, lean into those values just inspires me every day.
That is great. And the name of our show is Inspire You and Me. Jason, what inspires you?
It's my family, my family and my coworkers, my management team. My older brother Moy, who is there, not only the older brother, but like a father figure. Retired military, a family man, and he's doing it. He's everything I wanted to be like. Even in my little brother Jonathan, who's in a struggle, but he tries every day. He's fighting that good fight. He's trying to make something of himself too, and I'm forever grateful and I'm blessed to have these people in my lives.
Jason, thank you so much for sharing your very personal story with us. And Dave, thanks for being here. It's really been our honor and our pleasure to have you both as guests on Inspire You and Me.
Thank you, Jessica. It's just a pleasure being here.
Hi,